praises, honor, and glory to
Yahawah,
bahasham,
Yahawashi,
bahasham,
bahasham.
We give double honors to our apostles, double honors to our elders, a great millstone. Talks the truth will go well. Salutations to Hope Elect Christians Truth and all honesty and sincerity. We're the brothers at GMS Kansas City, coming to another week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America, as well as to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, which are so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and your so-called Native Americans. You're the true children of the Bible. All right, so we want to get right into it, man. Lead by example. All right, we're out here doing the work of the Heavenly Father, on which we were commanded to do. You know, contrary to what some people think that this is something you're not supposed to do, it's something that you are. And you just had about last weekend or a couple days ago, there was a shooting that took place. You know, somebody shot IUIC's camp and hit one of their men. He was shot twice. You know, and even with us knowing that information, look where we're standing. We're still out here to do the work, man. You know, we don't fear, you know, what these people can do to us, man.
Yeah.
And you got to remember the sacrifice that YAHAWAHSHI did, man. Literally, as he was dying, before he got tortured to death on that cross, what did he tell his men to do? You know, go and spread this word amongst all nations. And he gave us a specific order on how to do it and where to do it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get right into it, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then YAHAWAHSHI said unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
Right.
And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it.
So find it, you know. So you have to be willing to die for the Lord. And you have to remember the account within the scriptures and how many of his men were crucified, you know, for following him, you know. They came and killed us, man. It's a part of the process, you know. Be willing to die for the Heavenly Father, man. That's a righteous thing to die for the Lord, man. To die in the Lord while doing his work, you know. And the scriptures say, gird your loins like a man. Get out there and handle your business. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says verse 26, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and shall lose his own soul?
Right, so you can't sit up here and pursue worldly things and being successful in the world in the eyes of men and then lose your soul in the process, because that's exactly what's going to happen to you. If you're not focusing on serving the Lord and you're living in sin, then you're going to get taken out in that sinful death.
And it says, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? You know, and that's, when you look at what YAHAWAHSHI gave, man, it was his life. Are you better than YAHAWAHSHI? Is that not a worthy exchange for this thing that we're going to get, man, which is the kingdom? You know? But you guys don't think like that.
That's right, man. Read that again.
It says, Matthew 16 and 26, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Right, because the soul, that's nothing that you can purchase with Federal Reserve notes. That's nothing that Esau can control, man. Your spirit, that belongs to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. You understand? So when YAHAWAHSHI comes back and beams us up on these chariots, all this shit getting left behind, man. You gotta be right inside yourself, man, inside your spirit, for the Most High to beam you up. So the way you make your spirit right is by training it, man. By calling out to the name of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, doing what we doing now, man. What we doing is refining our spirits so that we may be acceptable sacrifices unto the Lord.
Yeah.
Not hiding on Facebook.
Right.
Right. You know, I was going to grab that in Matthew, the 5th chapter, start at verse 10.
I got it.
Go ahead, bro. You got more?
That was it on that. So,
you know, but also when it go into the precept, Brother broke out, it talked about bearing your cross, you know. So you have to understand that, you know, you're going to have difficulties as well in the truth, and everybody has a specific affliction, you know, that's catered to them. Above all things, man, you can't let anything of this out of this world pull you out of this thing.
that's right, brother.
You know?
That's right.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Right. So blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness. And what is considered righteousness? You know, it's when you go out and you make your calling and your election sure, when you're out here laboring for the Lord, doing his work, waking up his people, you know, prophesying against Mount Seir, you know, trying to wake up the hopeful elect. All right, so that's what's considered righteousness. Go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10 again. It says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
So the Lord is saying that when all these things happen to you, when you're talked down about, you know, you're ridiculed, you're threatened, you're shot at, all these things, he says that you're supposed to look at yourself and consider yourself being blessed. You know, persecution is a part of the program. If you're not persecuted, you got to ask yourself if you're actually walking on the right path. Yeah. You know, because, hey, the world loves its own, as the scriptures say.
That's right, yeah.
So if nobody hates you, nobody's talking mad about you, everybody loves you, you're getting all these views, all these numbers, all this support, you got to really kind of question yourself what you're really involved in, man.
Right. You ain't catching no hell.
Right.
Your damn woman is in order.
Right.
Your woman ain't acting like a demon. You got to question that, man.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say we don't have good periods in our lives, man. But, you know, to those who truly put the best foot forward to the Lord, you're going to get tried.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
That's right, man.
Keep going.
God,
this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
All right, so that's another thing, man. They're going to say all manner of evil against you falsely, man. People are going to bear false witness against you, man. They're going to, hey, they're already working on, with all this technology Esau got, with these deep fakes and shit like that, to frame the men of the Lord, you know? Because we're given instruction to be blameless. And that's what we try to do to the best of our ability to make sure we're not doing nothing carnal that would get ourselves in some legal trouble and locked up for some shit.
Right.
You know? But because they're not going to have anything, they're going to have to create shit to get us to justify for the public support on why they need to pull us off of here. And to get public support that we are evil men. You know? So they're going to do all these things, man. And that cat, man, what's his name?
Jeremiah
Ben
Yahawah.
Jeremiah Ben Yahawah or whatever the fuck. Hey, nigga, man, you a nigga, all right? Because you came out with it a few years ago, coming out against us for come out here doing this work, man. Oh, well, the police gonna come roll on us, man. You know, you can't be doing all that.
Right.
You don't know nothing according to the scriptures. You don't understand the mission that who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ gave us to do.
Yeah. If you're scared, just say that, man.
Right.
They got a little bit more.
God, go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but under candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. It said, let your light shine. It said, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Right. So yeah, you're supposed to be out here and be noticed and be seen.
Yep.
You know, this is an example, letting your light be in shine before men.
Yeah.
You know, and there's no excuse for nobody driving by, if you're an Israelite at this point, anybody that rides past, all right, they're gonna, hey, these garments are gonna catch that attention, man.
Yes.
These blue border fringes, these flags we're wearing, this banner is gonna catch their attention, man.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna have no excuse. Right. The spirit is everybody that's coming by, the spirit is compelling everybody.
Yep.
Either they're gonna stop, pull over, inquire, and repent, or they're gonna continue in their wickedness.
Yep.
Because there's a reason why the Lord set everything up in perfect order, man.
Right.
You know, out here standing, 2 or 3 gathered in his name. We clearly got the word of the scriptures in our hand. We got rough beards, rough garments on. That's a spiritual beacon, man. That's the light of the world.
Yeah, more importantly, we got Bibles in our hands, man. We ain't trying to fool Jake.
That's right.
I'm gonna read it again though. Matthew 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men. And that means everybody. That just don't mean niggas. You know what I'm saying? It means everybody. Everybody is hearing us. Everybody is seeing us, man. And it seemed like as soon as we cut the camera on, shit got more busier, man.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a little bit more dead when brothers was doing the, before Cam lesson.
Yeah.
But it say, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Now, obviously, we go into, you know, we have scoffers come up, but sometimes you have Jake that'll come up here and commend us.
Yeah.
Jake will say, you know what, y'all brothers doing the right thing, and just, you know, say they peace and keep it pushing. That's them seeing the good works and glorifying the Father which is in heaven.
Yeah.
That's right, bro.
I got that on Luke.
Con.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 23. And it says, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
All right, so if we pan the camera around, man, he said, go out to the highways and hedges. All right, you see some hedges behind us, okay? You see the highway.
You hear the highway before you see it, huh?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Specific instructions on where to go, man. We're right on top of a bridge over a highway, literally.
Right.
All right, so this is a specific spot,
Literally.
according to scripture, of where we're supposed to be at, all right?
Yeah.
Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in. Come in where, man? Come into this truth. Come into the church, the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWAHSHI. This right here where we're standing at, this is holy ground, man. This is the Lord's ministry. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. So when they drive by and they scoff and they scorn, you mark yourself to death, man.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
So don't be afraid of anything, any suffering that's going to happen to you that will happen. It says that thou shalt suffer. Not thou maybe suffer, thou shalt suffer. Go ahead, bro.
Y'all are moving like there's a possibility like he's not gonna be the devil, man. There's no possibility where this nigga don't wild out and roll on your ass. You trying to hide behind the camera, trying to not go out there and condemn. That's not gonna work, man. The Lord said it shall happen anyway. You know? But it says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Hey, so he said, behold, the devil shall again, cast some of you into prison.
Right.
So, for that dude, Yahuwah, whatever his fucking name was, man, and to say, you can't be going out and doing that, man. The police, you're going to have them come roll on us. Hey, the scripture just told you right there, they will come roll on you.
Right.
Okay? Regardless, no matter what, man. Hey, all Jakes, all Israelites, period, even if you're not in the truth, Esau's got programs set up to come to kill us, man.
Yeah.
Esau is coming after Israel, period, man. It don't make no difference. I mean, yeah, he's going to come a little bit harder for those that's following the truth, that brung out and woke up the earth.
Right.
But nonetheless, man, you shall cast some of you into prison, so you got to be ready to go to jail for serving the truth, man.
Right. And he's going to come harder on us because this ain't a carnal movement. If we were Black Panthers in the 70s, he already got the game plan on how to stop that because he already did it.
Right.
See what I'm saying? If this was like false religion like Islam, he already knew how to infiltrate that. He already got Farrakhan, man.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this thing you can't stop. Because the scriptures say you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth, man.
Yep.
So the more you try to stop this, the more you try to tone us down, the more the Most High gonna turn this thing up.
That's right, man. Verse 11, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. So that's the main point, man. That fear is something that you have to overcome, man. When you overcome that fear, this is basically you passing the hour of temptation, man.
Right.
That final test to see if you're with the Lord or not, man. Because we were talking about it earlier, like if you're not with the Lord, you're against him. And that's the test. See?
That's right, bro.
And,
Read that again.
this is Revelation 2 and 11 again. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
And that's what it's all about, man. When we're talking about getting our spirits right, it's all about escaping this second death. This is what you call inevitable.
Yeah.
Inevitable means It's gonna happen no matter what happens.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning, it is inevitable that the sky will be blue.
Right.
It is inevitable that grass will be green.
Yeah.
It is inevitable that America's gonna be hit with thermonuclear missiles, man. There's nothing you can do to avoid that. So I mean to avoid the nukes from coming, but to avoid from feeling the fire, it comes with sacrifice. It comes with trusting on the Lord and calling upon His name, man.
Yeah.
All we've been doing this week, these past 2-3 weeks, is reading the Maccabees. When you read the Maccabees, majority of it is Jake getting in jams and the Most High delivering them.
Yeah.
Whether it's through battle or, as we were discussing, the Most High will have enemies rise up against our enemies, man.
Yeah.
That's the Lord playing, working in our favor. Only way you get that is being truthful and being honest and sacrificing for the Lord.
That's right, man.
Right, brother.
I got another precept as well. This is the book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, Go ye into all the world, and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. Okay, so being baptized, it means be cleansed, being washed by the water of the word of the Lord. Okay, so if the Lord gave a duty to go out and baptize people, then that means you need to go where He said to the highways and hedges and bring out the word. If you're trying to not do that, that means you're trying to prevent the baptism. Yeah. You're trying to stop the word of the Heavenly Father. You're not doing as commanded. And in the process of doing so, you have to be able to go through and fear none of those things that happen to you and just make it happen and do it. Okay? We're in the land of our captivity. Captivity is not a place of safety. Okay? Let that pass for a second. You see, some of you people, man, you try to make an excuse because you're scared to go out. But don't you know every single day that you're walking in this wicked ass kingdom, you can die from any damn thing anyway?
Yes.
Why not just serve the Lord?
Right.
You drive a car, right? You got a driver's license. That's one of the most dangerous things that you can do is be on the damn highway, man.
Yeah. Especially out here.
The food that you eat, man. All the GMO, the poisons that's put in the food. You could die from that.
Yeah.
You could get mugged and robbed and shot and jacked. There's so many different ways that you can die anyway.
Right.
So why not die serving for the Lord, man? You gotta ask yourselves that.
That's right, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord Yahawah promised to them that love Him. All right, so it's promised, man, that if you do this work, that if you endure, all right, that if you overcome, you're going to be blessed, man. And that's just a re-emphasizing of the point. You know, that shows you how important it is. When you see things repeated over and over again in the scriptures, all right, that's something you need to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So you can't listen to scary niggas like this on the internet, man, that only really come out when some drama go down, man.
Right. Y'all harassing people, y'all bothering people, going about their day. Have y'all seen us bothering anybody, man?
Right.
Even before that, man, if y'all watch our camp, we predominantly just speaking towards the camera.
Right.
And when Jake do come up, we continue to teach. If they ask, we deal. Other than that, man, our primary focus is the YouTube, man.
Yeah.
I got scripture if y'all ain't got nothing.
Go ahead, bro.
This is John 15, verse 5. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. See? Now the fruit that this Jeremiah guy has, you know, it's not of YAHAWAHSHI because he's not gathering it through the means which YAHAWAHSHI wanted. Yeah, the YouTube is part of the ministry, but the internet is not the only aspect of the ministry, man. The street speaking is really the most important, man, because you're putting yourself out there. As we said 2-3 weeks ago, when you come out to the street, something changes inside of you, man. You are more bolder, you have more confidence, and you have that more I don't give a fuck spirit.
Right.
This is John 15:5 again. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And men gather him and cast him into the fire, and they are burned. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples.
Hey, so bear much fruit, man. You got to wake people up and bring them into this word, this ministry.
Right.
And the only way you can do it is if you actually go out and do the work. It's not going to be done by itself.
Yep.
You know, you got to stand boldly and go out and make yourselves men and make it happen, man.
That's right.
This is a spiritual warfare, a spiritual battle.
Right.
And if your country gets attacked or your nation gets attacked and nobody is forbearing to fight, what's going to happen to that nation?
Right.
It's going to get destroyed, man. So we're trying to make sure we don't get completely annihilated, man. We want our biggest defense, our biggest weapon to come out, and that's who? That's YAHAWAHSHI.
YAHAWAHSHI, yeah.
You know? So we're doing the best that we can to make a call and election sure, to make sure we're bringing up and building up that army, man.
John 15:9. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love.
Hey, and going out to the highways and hedges, when that was written, that makes that a commandment too, man.
Commandment. Yep.
You need to go out and do it.
Yep.
Now, not everybody is set up to be prophets, but you got some teachers, you got some evangelists, you got different ministries that you
Healers.
healers
Helps.
that you can do to help the body.
Yep.
Help these brothers up here doing this work, man.
Right.
Don't leave them out high and dry.
Right.
You know, you see brothers, hey, what do you need, brother? You know, hey, I got this type of skill set, I can provide this for you. I don't know. It's an Amber Alert. But hey, you know, do your part, man.
Huh?
You know? Looks like we're still live. Huh.
Yeah, we still on.
You got to do something, man. You got to do something, and every Israelite has a part as well. Even women got a part to this ministry, and that's to serve the men that's out there teaching, man. You know, be good wives, be submissive. You know, cook, clean. Make sure you be a pillar of rest, man. That is a huge role that a woman has. It's to provide one of these brothers rest.
Yes.
Hey, that makes that ministry go that much harder, all right?
Yes. It says, if ye keep my commandments, John 15:10, if ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. So, hey, how did YAHAWAHSHI exemplify his love? He went in out and he healed his people. He didn't stay in the crib and just complain about Jake all day.
Yeah.
He did something about it. You know, now he had the ability to heal people, cast off demons and things like that. And he gave that same ability to his disciples. But predominantly, you show love by teaching your people, man. Whether they hear or not.
One of your bros grab that open rebuke. It's better than secret love.
Yep.
So that's a big one, man. Because when he was out, he was rebuking, man. You know, that's better than secret love. And then what do the scriptures also say? I believe in Luke. He says, "And this is love, that we keep His commandments."
Yep. They're not grievous.
So YAHAWAHSHI kept His commandments, man. He kept His commandments to all the people and teaching them, you know, how to keep those commandments and the correction of the scriptures and the doctrines. That is a huge amount of love. And then he gave his own life, man.
John 15:11 again. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be filled. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Woo. Ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you.
There ain't no greater love than a man that lay down his life for his friends.
Right.
So if we were to get shot right now, all of us, and we were to die, we laid our lives down for you people, man.
That's the ultimate act of love.
You know? Ultimately, we laid it down for YAHAWAHSHI, well, Yahawah. But also, it's love for you people out here as well. By telling you the things that you're doing can cause you to be killed, we just gave you a warning to save your life, damn it. You know, where's the appreciation for that? You know, niggas don't understand that, man.
Ungrateful.
I had a quick precept to back you up. This is just to back up your point about that. This is a commandment. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right, and so that's a reduction of the truth. When the Lord breaks it down too, He splits the law, quote unquote, or the ways of righteousness into love your brother as you would love yourself. All right, and go out there and do the work, man. You know, and this is the same thing. You split it down. It's like there's only two things you really have to do, man. Maintain your fear of the Lord and do what you're supposed to do, man. You know, that commandment that we were given is not something to be taken lightly. You're supposed to be helping in some kind of way, man.
Yep.
You know.
I gotta appreciate the call for it. It's 1 John chapter 5 verse 1. Whosoever believeth that YAHAWAHSHI is the Messiah is born of the Most High.
Hey, so that's one part right there, man. You got to believe that He's the Messiah. It means you should be definitely calling upon His name, man. And we're going to get into that as well, because had those guys of YAHWH been calling upon the correct name, that probably wouldn't have happened to them. You know, if they had the true name of Yahawah, bahasham, YAHWHSHI, and spreading that, you get a hedge of protection over you. You know, that's the strong tower that we run into and keeps us what? Safe.
Yeah.
You know, but you guys have gone viral multiple times doing some carnal shit. The Lord wasn't with that damn brawl you had with ISUBK.
Yeah. And he wasn't with that march y'all did the week next following.
Right. And you got warned of both things acting like that for over the past years, man. Me, myself, personally, have done plenty of lessons on y'all niggas fucking being carnal and marching that look at me spirit. You didn't take heed to that warning. And so that dude that got capped, he might have been somebody that was really scoffing against that. And the Lord judged him, man.
Yeah.
That's just one outcome. Not saying that's what it was, but that's what can happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Anything's possible when you don't call on YAHWAHSHI.
Yeah.
Whosoever believeth that YAHWAHSHI is the Messiah is born of the Most High. And everyone that loveth Him that begat, everyone that loveth Him that begat, loveth Him also that is begotten of Him. Which means that if you love YAHWAHSHI, you're gonna love the men doing the same will, doing the same acts of YAHWAHSHI. 1 John 5 verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of the Most High when we love the Most High and keep His commandments. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous.
Right. That's right, man. Keep His commandments. His commandments are not grievous. They're not painful to serve the commandments, man. They feel good when you start living your life right. You start keeping the law, statute, commandments. Your body feels healthier when you just keep the dietary laws. Come on now, man.
Right.
They're not grievous, you know?
Yeah. And it's really pointless to not keep the commandments anyway, man. How do you think that's going to end? You know? You think the Lord's not coming back? What do you think He's going to do to men that just refuse to keep commandments, man?
Yeah.
And it was well within your ability, when you knew what the Lord was trying to do. You know?
Right.
What is the point of resistance here, man?
Yeah.
You know? Like, seriously.
What other option do we truly have, man?
I don't get you niggas, man. Like, you're scared. Just, you know, like the brother said, you scared, just say it, man. You fear Esau more than you fear the Most High. At the end of the day, the Lord gonna fuck you up, man.
Yep.
With Esau.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hey, because there's scripture that say those prophets that say sword and famine shall not touch this land, by sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. You so afraid of Esau, the Most High gonna specifically send Esau on you, man.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
You so afraid of niggas, the Most High will specifically send niggas upon you, man.
Yep.
The Lord, I'm gonna get that Isaiah 47. So like the Lord says, He's gonna take the thing that you love, whatever you prize the most, He's gonna snatch it. And the thing that you fear the most, He's gonna drop that shit in your lap, man.
That's right.
Because you're fucking wicked, man. We're
Right.
out here preaching. All you got is scoffing and mocking. You know, we're tired of you niggas because the Lord is tired of you niggas, man.
That's right.
Deal with whatever the Most High is with, man.
That's right.
All you niggas getting soft on controversial doctrines
Right.
at the worst possible moment.
Right.
When this
Like,
rainbow shit is at an all-time high.
Right.
Who is standing up for the Lord, man?
Right. Little boys getting touched every day, but y'all worried about a woman getting seed.
Right. The chariots are going by scanning, and they're watching. You know, they're looking at your reaction to all of this, man.
Yep.
Who's the angriest with this? Who's kind of on the fence here?
Yep.
That's why the scriptures speak about being hot or cold, man.
Yep.
Because when that hour, this is going to be a pressurized tank, man.
Yep.
And that hour of temptation, people going to bug out. We're going to find out who you niggas are, man.
That's right. Scriptures say He'll search out Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are upon their leaves.
That's right, man.
All
And
you
y'all,
niggas.
y'all are in that spirit.
Right.
That's right.
You're in a settled ass spirit, man.
Yep.
Talking about we ain't got to go out, man.
A little bit more, actually. 1 John 5, verse 3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. For whatsoever is born. 1 John chapter 5, verse 4. For whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith.
Yes.
Your faith is what brings you out to the highways and byways.
Mm-hmm.
Your faith is what keeps your fire going to push this work, man.
Yes.
And that is what overcomes the world. I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it slowly. 1 John 5, verse 4. For whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Who is he that overcometh the world, but he that believeth that YAHAWAHSHI is the Son of the Most High?
God. That's right, man. So you overcome all these things that can that convince you to try to not do the right thing.
Right.
By serving the Lord, man. You just got to step your foot out, put 1 foot forward, and actually do it, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have no fear, man. Like I said, what are you really afraid of? You're gonna die anyway in the world.
Right.
You could die in a damn car accident. What are you scared of, man? It ain't really that. I'm not saying it's easy as far as you come out here and you be ridiculed for the Most High. You know, you do make yourselves fools. Oh, I don't want to look like that. You know, try to hide off the camera and shit like that. They don't. Once you get out, you do it about 2 or 3 times, man. You ain't gonna worry about that shit, man.
Like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you get to a point you start giving a fuck about what these people thinking anyway. Because they all missing food any goddamn way. They all
Right.
gonna fucking die. You
Yeah.
worried about what somebody else thinks of you that's gonna be put to death.
Right.
What sense does that make?
Yep. And then this world gets so wicked, it gets to the point where this is the only thing you look forward to, man.
Right.
Right. Yeah. You just be like, oh,
Right.
you got it with everything.
Jake's so scared of the thing that actually heals them, man.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Speaking out against oppression heals you, man.
Con.
Move it up, man. Move it up.
Y'all don't ever want to have y'all back towards like the street. It's for safety precautions, you know. If it overheat, then we just put something over it.
I got another precept. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love. You know, rebuking people, man. Because it's basically you're saving somebody's life. You know, it's just like if you were walking down the road, man, and you see somebody in front of you, maybe they're looking at their phone and your face is up. And you might see somebody at the wheel, maybe their head just passed out the wheel or some shit. You know, had a heart attack, and the car is coming towards you. And that person in front of you's on their phone, they don't see what's happening, and you tap it, hey, we gotta get out the way, watch out. You got a drunk driver. Or somebody that just died at the wheel, man, watch out. You know, that person gonna say, oh, thank you, you just saved my life, man. I could have got hit by that car.
Right.
And that's what we're doing, man.
Yeah.
So we're telling you right from wrong. And niggas, like that dude, whatever his name is again, Jeremiah, you know, he takes that form of rebuke, how we come out harshly, we lift our voice like a trumpet to warn the people. He takes that as hatred.
Right.
You know, and that's the problem with people. They can't be corrected. A nigga that can't be corrected is a nigga that's gonna die pretty soon.
Yeah, that's right, man. And that should be evident because the whole reason we're in Babylon is to get corrected, man.
Yep.
if you are rebuking, that's like you lock a nigga up in jail and he's still wilding out even more, man. The whole reason you in here because you was wilding out, man.
That's right. Man.
You know. So what's gonna happen? A harsher punishment is gonna lay on you, man.
That's right.
And it ain't gonna be fucking jail time.
Yeah.
The Lord says He got special preachers made for vengeance, man.
Yep. And all the ones who ain't doing it, scriptures say, he that knew it his Lord will and did it not shall be beaten with many stripes.
Many stripes.
I don't want that to be me. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
right.
why we on the corners, brother.
Yeah. Yep.
That's right, man. Hey,
It's a prioritization of fear. Yeah, Esau's got some fearful shit, man. He's
Right.
got robots and snipers and roofs and helicopters and
Right.
that's worthy of being feared, but I fear the Lord more, man.
Yep.
That's what it all boils down to.
Yep.
You know?
that's right. I got a precept that goes right into that. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will require at the watchman's hand.
Yeah, man. That's called accountability, man. You had a job to do was to warn because lives are at stake. And even though you didn't push the sword into your people yourself, you're responsible for it, man. Because you're supposed to be watching and warning. Or at least helping the men that are. You know? That's even written in the law, man. If you got so much as an animal that goes off and mauls somebody, you're responsible, man. You're supposed to keep that animal in, because if that animal gets out and hurts somebody, you're the accountable party, man. And if the Lord called you to be a watchman, and you don't go out there and watch, you're the accountable party when Esau comes, man.
Right. Ain't that in the law?
It's in the law.
That's right.
You know?
Verse 7 says, So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. Okay, that's exactly what YAHAWAHSHI did, man. Spread the warning. Hey, if you don't get it right, you don't teach this doctrine the correct way, continue in sin, you're going to be fucked up when I get back.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and that's exactly what's coming. YAHAWAHSHI is on his way back. We don't have time for the bullshit and games, man.
Right.
So you niggas want to sit up there and smoke some damn Black and Milds, go to a liquor store, buying shit to roll your weed up instead of, and you coming against the men out there teaching the work, man. You're going to be put to death for that shit.
That's right.
It ain't just hooping and hollering at people and messing with people. You don't give a fuck if you bothering somebody.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're the one that's being bothered, so what does that make you? You wicked.
Right.
Okay. There
Isaiah 13.
Book. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. All right? So that's a requirement, man, is to go into the gates of the nobles, man. And believe us, man, before it's all said and done, we're going to get a lot of press coverage. We're going to be on ESPN, not ESPN, C-SPAN, MSNBC, all to try to slander the ministry, man. All right? But we're supposed to go into the gates of the nobles boldly, man. Because we're not the ones going off. These people are, man. You can't let the spell of witchcraft on this place convince you to feel some kind of guilt. Because a nigga it wants to off himself because he feel like he's born. No, man. We're not the crazy ones, okay? We're supposed to go up to the gates of the nobles, shake the hand, and rebuke, man. And whatever comes with that, the Lord said he got us, man. He said he's going to tell us what to say. He said he's going to have a hedge of protection around us. He said he's going to give us wisdom and stability. When things get rough, the Lord has already promised to have our back, man. And so what it really is for you guys is a lack of faith. You guys really don't believe the Lord is going to back us up when we put our lives on the line.
That's right, man. I got a precept to back you up on how the Lord's going to have the back. It's the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 19. It says, behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
That's right.
And the only time that power can get unlocked is by calling upon the name of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWAHSHI, man.
Yeah. And did not the Lord give us very extreme examples of him doing that very thing in the ancient world, man? It doesn't get more extreme than getting thrown into a fiery furnace, man.
Nope,
And the Lord just deadened that shit, just like that, man.
Right. It don't.
Do we not have plenty of examples of the Lord doing this, man? You know?
That's right. This is Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of Yahawah is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Another part of that power, man.
Yeah.
That safety. That's where you get that safety net. So things don't happen to you while you're out here teaching the word.
Right.
We're not worried about when anything happens, man. We don't even think about, oh, somebody gonna come kill us. These thoughts don't be crossing our minds, man. We're just out here bringing this word. We're on fire for the truth, man. Spirit hit us, bro. Precepts are flowing. We ain't thinking about somebody stopping and flinching, somebody pulling up and slowing down.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, if it happens, hey, give me a favor, man. You got me a ticket to the chariot quicker.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Hey, that's the spirit of Stephen.
Yeah.
Because Stephen, he wasn't hesitant to speak the words of the Most High, man. He was letting Jake know what it was, and whatever came with it, man.
Right.
That's why Yahawashi said, "Fear none of the things which thou shalt suffer." You know, we brought that out earlier.
That's right, man.
So on top of that, man, we're not out here provoking people, you know. You know, I mean, you got your dialects, your discourses between people, but we're not going up to people and antagonizing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, at times that we may just call people out through the spirit, but I mean, that's just when the spirit hops on us, but that's not antagonizing anybody in like any type of nefarious way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a video that came out of this Israelite camp, man, and they was basically telling the Jake guy to leave his Edomite. Somehow he said he's ready to die behind that shit, man. Hey, leave these men and their women fuck alone, man. I mean, you know, shit happens, but at the same time, that man is minding his business. Let him go, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, just let him do what the fuck he gotta do, man.
Right.
Because dude was really said he willing to die for his. So if that means he's willing to die, that means he's willing to take you with him.
Yeah.
You know? So Jake, you gotta be circumspect too when you out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We right now we're talking to the camera, we're edifying the camera. And all this shit going around us, it's minuscule at this point. Right. We focus on reaching the people, the hopeful elect. Anybody come up with, deal with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Got another precept. It's the book of Jeremiah 38 and 4. Therefore the princes said unto the king, we beseech thee, that this man be put to death, for thus he weakeneth the hands of the men of war that remain in the city, and the hands of all the people, and speaking such words unto them. For this man seeketh not the welfare of this people, but the hurt. You know, so this is an example of how harsh prophet Jeremiah was. You know, it get like that.
Right.
You know, you got to rebuke some of these people, get on their ass, you know, especially when they got these damn alphabet parades going on.
Right.
You know, which, by the way, they're already working on adding to that alphabet by letting pedophiles in that shit.
Yeah.
So you think we're gonna see somebody walk by that's supporting pedophilia, and we just ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. Here we are, we stand for the Lord, and it's our job to bring out, rebuke, you know, and call out wickedness. And we're gonna be like this. A moment of silence for the pedophiles walking by. Hell no, man. They're getting cussed out, man. Especially if they're holding signs, supporting that shit right in front of us, man.
Yeah.
Looking us up and down some type of way. And we're supposed to be standing for the Lord and defending the gospel.
Yeah.
They're gonna get cussed out, man. And put curses put on them. Yes.
That's right.
It's part of the program. We don't seek the welfare of these people, man.
Right.
The scriptures say, lift up not a cry nor prayer for these people, man. They're wicked.
Yeah, 2/3.
2/3, man.
That's
And most of the city, Kansas City, is mostly 2/3 people, man.
Right.
They got a whole extra Pride Month going on here, man.
God.
We want to go above and beyond all the rest of the U.S.
God. Quick precept.
God.
Amos chapter 5, verse 15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate.
Hey, so in order to establish judgment in the gate, what is considered judgment? You got two types of judgment. You got the physical and you got the verbal warning. Okay? We are here right now to give you the verbal warning of judgment.
Yeah.
And once YAHAWAHSHI comes back, it's going to change a little bit. Well, a lot of bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Right now we can't necessarily execute all the judgments in the law when it comes to putting out undesirables and things like that. But by just proclaiming the judgment in itself, that allows the Most High to act, man. Because the prophet said it before it happened. Now he's going to perform the word.
That's right. All right, so the word is considered the gate in that scripture. Read that out from the Psalm.
This is Amos 5 and 15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord Yahawah of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
All right, so hey, we're establishing the judgment in the gate, which goes into the cities, man. The chief place of concourse, you know.
That's right, brother. That's right, man. And we went over all of those examples of what the gate is, man. Because is not America Babylon, you know? Because when you look at America, man, it's based off the Greek Empire model, which they didn't. The Greeks had these metropolises that didn't have walls, man. They were one of the first civilizations to not just have a city with walls around it. That was a very common practice that if you had a city, you would build walls around that motherfucker to keep people out.
Right.
And that's how America is, because it's mimic off the Greek Empire, man. There's no walls in this city, in any cities up here, man. So there's no gates. So what is the scriptures talking about when we're supposed to go out here and prophesy, man? When it speaks about the gates.
That's right, man. Let's talk about this. Are you still in Amos 5, bro? Or
Con,
what
yeah.
part?
I had a scripture. Stop it.
Go into verse 10 real quick.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Yep, so part of the process, because we're rebuking, they hate us. Okay, and we accept that hate. Fuck you too.
Yeah.
You know, we don't give a damn about how you feel about us. You know, we're not here for you. We're here for the hopeful elect, man.
That's right.
And we're here to stand up for the Lord and bring out His word and condemn Mount Sinai, set our face against Mount Seir, and prophesy the destruction of this place.
Right.
Okay?
That's right, brother.
Come.
It's verse 11. For as much, therefore, your treading is upon the poor, and ye take from him burdens of wheat, ye have built houses and hewn stone, but ye shall not dwell in them.
Right. So they're steadily stealing from us, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're steadily building all this land off of stolen ground, off of all this bloodshed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so we speak out against those things. We calling it out. Right now they're building a whole nother apartment complex behind us. What is it? 3 Light is called? You know,
Yeah.
they already got 1 light, 2 light, 3 light. Guess what? We walking on ground where so-called Native American blood was shed.
Yeah.
None of this shit belongs to them, man.
Yeah.
We're right around the corner from a freshwater source that's completely polluted. We can't even drink from the shit no more.
Right.
Horrible.
Esau had all that bloodshed, killed all these Gadites just to establish a sanctuary city for Momos, man. When you think about it,
Right.
you did all of that to establish wicked and evilness, man.
And a shitty city at that. This is one of the ugliest cities in America, man. Look at this shit, man. Ain't nothing cool about this shit.
Yeah.
The best thing that they got going for them is maybe, I give it to you, maybe Powerline District and the Chiefs. That's really about it, man.
That's it.
The rest of it, they got barbecue.
Right.
So they killed all these people and stole all this land for that,
Right.
Right.
you know?
Man.
And I was telling brothers, man, I sent it earlier, your brothers, man,
That movie.
yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
That movie is going to be the most underrated movie of the year. I'm telling you, it's a Scorsese film, and it speaks about right out here in the Osage area, man. And how Gad came in, William fucking held that devil. Gad had land, had oil, man. The Osage Indians was balling, man. I'm talking about they were the richest people per capita in the world.
Yep.
If they were able to dig it out, but see, they had to work with Esau to get it out the ground, and that's when that wickedness came in. But it's played by DiCaprio and De Niro, man. That movie is gonna show you how the devil gets down, man.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I got a precept. This is Zechariah 11:5. It says, "Since possessed slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord. For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
Yeah. You know? And how do they hold themselves not guilty, man? Coming up in Constitution, though we had a law, we voted.
Yeah.
We decided this land was ours, so
This is
we're not
US property
no harm,
now.
no foul, the Monroe Doctrine,
Right.
blah, 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 manifest destiny. Just made up shit, man.
Yep.
So you can hold yourself not guilty to justify American exceptionalism. Why, man? So you can have KFC,
Yep.
GMOs. You people are fucking stupid.
Right, right. We're gonna call ourselves white now, and you even though your people were born on this land, y'all need to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
Going to the Indian Removal Act.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Gone.
Yeah, and then they got the audacity to say that illegal immigrants. Like,
yeah.
Right.
you're the illegal immigrant.
Right, right,
Right. They're talking about the Gadite land. It's a protected reserve land.
right.
Well, nigga, you the one we need protection from.
And it's the most derelict lands in America, man.
Yeah.
Where gas states, Montana, Dakotas, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They shit popping there, man.
Right.
That's why Esau wants you there.
Wicked ass niggas. Esau talk about some endangered species. Well, they endangered because of your ass, man.
Right. All the poisons and not honoring the land Sabbath. All the destruction to the earth, man. You hurt the earth, man.
Yep.
So you're gonna be charged for that. You know? The scriptures say, destroy them that destroy the earth. So you gotta pay for that too.
Yep.
I got another precept real quick. This is book of Psalms 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Yeah.
It seems as though visually that they got away with a lot of shit for all these years. Once you get to the truth, you know the judgment's on the way. So you just get real antsy, man. I can't wait till these devils be put down. You know?
That's right.
Watch
Yeah.
that documentary called Filthy Rich on Netflix, man. That should have vexed you to the core. To see how example of this scripture is being in full effect. This motherfucker Jeffrey Epstein, man. That pedophile that did all that shit to all these kids and boys and shit like that. That whoremonger. Hey, he killed all those people. He had a whole island that was dedicated to blood sacrifice, man.
Yeah.
All the dirt that Obama, all these presidents do, the demonic worship and shit, that was done at that fucking island. If you pay attention to the sky footage, man, they had a Jewish dome there, a Jewish altar, temple there.
Right. Right.
So they were definitely killing people, man. They had submarines bringing in bodies, man, to take the adrenochrome out and shit like that, man.
Right.
This guy did all of this, man, had multiple islands, multiple mansions, like clockwork, rotating people, for sacrifice. And when he got locked up in jail, this motherfucker was given time to go out of jail every single day. He got 12 hours a day on work leave, man. And he was flying back on his plane, still following with little boys and girls and shit like that, and going back to the jail cell that was open. It was like a hotel in there, man.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
This motherfucker, I don't believe he's even dead.
But he killed himself.
Right.
Right.
So he was able to live like that, and that was, in prison, man.
Yeah.
Not in trouble like other men at all, man.
Right.
And that's that left-hand temple, basically, that island, what that island was. Like you have Jerusalem, we have our temple where we do the majority of our ceremonial acts and sacrifices.
Yeah.
Esau had one built on the island, man.
Man, but this the hypocrisy of that shit. Because going into that Epstein, what you was talking about, I mean, obviously we know that there's evidence that these things occurred.
Yeah. Right.
What about the Jakes that get 15, 20 years off of an accusation of grape, man?
Yes.
Off an accusation of raping a white woman. It turns out he didn't do it.
With no proof.
Right.
No proof, no evidence, just off a word of somebody.
Yeah.
But then you got to do your whole 15 years, man.
Yep.
Right.
This is an unrighteous system, man.
That's
This
fucked
system
up.
is completely unrighteous, man. This is why King David said that I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, man.
Yeah.
This place was really set up for us to really die here, man.
Yeah. Come.
You know what I'm saying? Everything, if you look at from Brandon Circus, you look at from the laws, the jobs, everything, what we put at is strategically placed so Jake can get the worst end of the stick, man.
Right.
All right, and I got a precept. This is going into the deliverance from the unjust man, which is this devil. Like the brother said, man, they had rotational of bringing kids and little boys and girls to this man's island, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And guess what? All your celebrities that you Jakes look up to, your Jay-Z's, Beyonce's, Madonna's, all them people, Tom Hanks, all them people was going to Epstein Island, man, and partaking in those blood rituals.
Right.
For you Jakes out there that seem to believe that Jay-Z or anybody else, Meek Mill, whoever, Ross or whatever, got your best interest, and they don't.
Right.
Okay, so this is the book of Psalms 43, and I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, "Judge me, O Yahawah, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation," man. Okay, an ungodly nation, which is talking about you Edomites.
Yeah.
It's talking about Jake too, but fast forward to time, it's talking about you Edomites, man. Because you claim in your court systems and God we trust. What God are you talking about? Not the God of the Bible.
Right.
Because like the brother mentioned, if a brother got accused of rape, they would have to prove that shit, man.
Yeah.
Like in the ancient world, when you go to Deuteronomy 22, the big grape chapter that you niggas get so butthurt about, basically, you got to get caught in the act, man. Because if the woman didn't scream, even if she got grabbed up and she was committing adultery on her husband, that put the woman to death. They don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it got to be proven, man. The fact, well, you didn't scream. So, well, hey, we gonna assume you're guilty because we know the nature of women.
Right.
But in this kingdom, oh, she could just say you did it and you get locked up.
Yeah.
Then they give you a court date, then you gotta prove that you didn't do it after you spent 6 months in jail.
Right.
What kind of shit is that?
Guilty and proven innocent.
You know? It says here, "Oh, deliver me from the deceitful and an unjust man."
Yes.
Okay? "For thou art the power of my strength, and why thou dost cast me off? And why I go a mourning because of the oppression of the enemy," man. Because this system is highly fucking oppressive, man.
That's right.
Okay? You can't even have a real relationship with a woman in this place, man.
Yeah.
You can't even have a relationship with your own kids, man.
Yeah.
Because everything is set against the righteous order of YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI, man.
That's right, man.
All right? What you got?
I got some.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to
This is Isaiah chapter 44. I'm going to start at verse 21. "Remember thee, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee. Thou art my servant, O Israel. Thou shalt not be forgotten of me." That's what we try to tell you, you civilized blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. You don't belong to the white man. The white man don't have your best interests at heart, man. A lot of y'all gonna get down on these 4th of July barbecues and be so happy to be in America, but you've been getting your ass kicked for 500 years, man.
Oh, well, you know what, man? That's a good point you make, because guess who's going to be celebrating this for? It's going to be niggas.
Right.
Y'all ain't really heard no fireworks, have y'all?
Nope.
Not
There's
really.
been
like
one
that.
like last night at the crib where somebody shooting some shit.
Yeah,
I was making judo card. But that's it.
But
Ain't
usually,
been
usually they start right after Memorial Day,
Yeah.
and this is probably every year since this whole scamdemic began. It's been getting less and less every year. Like,
Right.
have they been popping them shits out where you at? Not for real. Yeah, it's been quiet, man, because people realize that this ain't the land of free.
Yeah.
The mirth is ceasing. The Lord is bringing the fucking morale down in Babylon, man.
That's right.
And it's a beautiful thing. Like, these people drive by, man, they look, they're holding on to pride, man. These people have no hope.
Yep.
They have no fucking hope at all, man. And good. Because we're here to piss on your fucking parade, man.
That's right.
Isaiah 44:21. "Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant."
My servant, YAHAWAHSHI, I said, we're the servant of the Lord. We don't belong to you devils, man. The Lord just gave us into your hand for a certain amount of time so we can serve our punishment. But you have no claim to us, man. You have no right to put an MOTB in one of our people. That ain't your God-given right. All right? Go ahead.
"I have formed thee, thou art my servant. O Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me."
That's right, man, because right now, the Lord is waking up the Israelites. So this is proving that the Lord is redeeming his promise, because you got the camps waking up, the knowledge of who we are is in the earth, and Esau is pissed off about it.
Yeah.
He's upset that he's seeing men of color stand on the corner of his cities declare his downfall. That hurts him, man. Because in the 60s and 50s, we wouldn't be able to do this out here, man.
Yeah.
We've been gunned down. They would locked us up a long time ago.
Yep. And we're being remembered of the Lord by all the history that's coming out. 'Cause this brother brought out that movie that's gonna be coming out, and damn, all them damn boys. Remember in Canada, they found like hundreds of boys' skeletons,
Yeah.
of Native Americans that were killed.
Yep.
That's the Most High bringing the remembrance of the atrocities back to the forefront of the minds, man.
Yeah.
Because America wants you to forget is Genesis.
Right.
America wants you to forget how it started.
Yeah.
They say, "Remember these, O Jacob, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee, thou art my servant on Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me. I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins return unto me, for I have redeemed thee.
Yeah.
Now that's not gonna be happening for everybody. But that's not gonna be happening for everybody. Only the elect are gonna be getting their transgressions blotted out.
Right.
But the Lord, he already proclaimed it to be so.
Yeah.
He already said it's gonna happen before YAHAWAHSHI came, man.
Right.
But it says, sing, O ye heavens, for the Lord Yahweh hath done it. Shout, ye lower parts of the earth, break forth into singing, ye mountains, O forests, and every tree therein. For the Lord Yahweh hath redeemed Jacob and glorified himself in Israel. See? Say the Most High glorified himself in Israel. How did he do that? By putting his spirit back on the planet Earth, man. By making the Israelite man go from a Jody to a king, man. All these damn jakes that's been getting ran over by the women, all these damn jakes that's been getting cussed out by the black women, they starting to let their nuts hang in this world, man. They starting to say we ain't going for that bullshit no more.
That's right, man. Yeah, come on, brother. Should back you up. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 15. And when ye spread forth your hands, I will hide mine eyes from you. Yeah, when ye make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. And this is speaking about the state that we were in before we wake up, repent, and come back to the truth. But then it says, wash you, make you clean, put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes, cease to do evil, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow.
Read it again, read it slow.
It says, verse 16, wash you, make you clean.
How's that being done?
That's the Lord basically raising us up, man. It starts with knowing that you're an Israelite, realizing that where you are is all fucked up. All right, that's the beginning of the sanitation process. You get snapped out of this witchcraft that everybody's under, man. You know, and the way that we get cleaned up is by doing the work diligently and enduring to the end, man.
Right. Because I did a video this week talking about your first day wearing a garment is not your first day out the world, man.
Yeah, come on.
It's a process. You see, the more you commit to the Lord, the more He will increase you. The more that you want to be clean, the more that you want to be a real man, the more the Most High will make ways for that to happen in your life.
That's right. It says, put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes, cease to do evil, learn to do well. So there's a learning process on doing well, man. So you're not only stopping doing the evil, you're also starting to do something else. Right. And that's the process, man. And it takes a while to know how to do well. In terms of a while to know how to keep the Shabbat, you know, and get the lunar calendar down.
Passover.
Yeah. You know, you may have to learn how to, you know, shop around and not get pork. Yep. You may have to, you know, be more circumspect on menus, man.
Yep.
And that's not just gonna happen the first day in the truth, man.
Yeah. But the thing is, you don't learn unless you get taught.
Right.
You don't learn anything unless you got teachers, man.
That's right, brother.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why men like us are set up. That's why the apostles and elders of Great Millstone is set up, man. To teach us, because we didn't get this on our own, brother.
Yeah.
We took years of dedication and learning from men who've been doing this thing.
That's right, brother. Verse 18, it says, come now and let us reason together, saith the Lord Yahweh, man. This is the Lord trying to be reasonable, man.
Yes.
This is why we're not gonna feel bad when you niggas get fucked up.
Right.
This has been a long-standing invitation.
Right.
Do the right thing.
Right.
Turn from evil. Stop it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
This is the Lord stretching out His hand, but guess what? It's not up for negotiation, man. It ain't saying, oh, maybe if I do a couple of these things, can you still look out for me when it comes to salvation? No.
Yeah.
You gotta go all in with this.
Right.
Or it's no deal at all. Cause you know I work at a finance company and shit. So motherfuckers who get so behind, you basically give them like a last deal to keep their unit, or they getting repossessed. So they say, hey, if anything happens, if anything get broken in this contract, it's a wrap.
Yeah, you're coming for it.
Like, nigga, you better make $1,000 every other week for 15 weeks. If
Yeah.
anything happens, it's over.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Lord, man.
That's right, brother. And it says, though your skins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. All right, speaking about how the Lord is going to redeem us, he's going to clean us up, but he's talking about the elect, man. You know? And it says, if ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword. All right? So that's the offer that the Lord is giving you, man. Because this place is wicked as hell, man. How dare you make an allegiance with the enemy to do wickedness, man?
Yep.
When the Lord is offering you a way out of here.
What precept was that you was reading up?
That was Isaiah 1.
Is there one? I got something. I'm gonna bring something out real quick. This is the book of Micah 2, and I'm gonna start at verses 1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." And it says, "And when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand."
Yeah.
You know?
And that's Esau, man. There's all kind of ways to get trapped up here, man. You know, there's oppression on all hell, man. Just even having to speak this goofy ass English language is oppression, man.
Yeah.
Having to speak Spanish is oppression. Literally everything we
Yes.
just submerged in oppression, man.
Yeah, hey, say it again, man. Spanish is oppression, man.
Yeah, it is. You think it's not better than nobody.
And you Latin tribes, man, you're the worst. You take pleasure in conquistador language, verbiage.
Yes, kind.
Yeah.
That's the worst you can go, man. That's worse than English, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And they take pride in that.
Yeah.
Those slow bellies. That's why the Northern Kingdom, man, the Most High ain't really dealing with you, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, it's really a miracle to see Northern Kingdom brothers out here teaching the word, bro.
Right. Right.
Because honestly speaking, like, and that's the spirit of Iscariot brother just hit up the page, said he trying to come out and deal. Shit, hey, that's the spirit, come out and deal, man. But it's very rare.
Yeah.
You know, because the Northern Kingdom, they got their head so far up Cesare's ass.
Yeah, and they won't.
Yeah, they like, man, I ain't dealing with that.
Uh-huh.
Y'all talking about a black Jesus.
Right. Right.
Right
You know?
now,
That's why you got that big ass Christ the Redeemer statue over there, man.
married unto him, born unto him.
And it reads here, and it says here, and they covet fields and take them by violence, man.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at what's happening in the Ukraine, that's a violent act, man.
Right.
Okay, they're trying to take lands. They're setting up these particular puppets, man, to go in there to destabilize, setting up bio warfare. Now they're doing nuclear drills. They've gotten America through ill gain and deceit. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they do is gotten by ill gain. From the least to the greatest, the least of the Edomites profit off that, man. You know? Like, how you think that these Edomites, man, they have a job at Starbucks, but they're able to afford to live in 3 light, power and light. They could live in a power and light tower, man. That's probably 3, 4, 5 bands a month for a studio to live in that tower right there.
Right.
And you got a base level Edomite working at motherfucking Starbucks making $19 an hour that's making rent. Why you think they got that? Trust funds, man.
Yeah.
And what does trust funds come from? Off the back of slaves, man.
Yeah.
And fraudulent insurance policies,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
You know? And it reads, and it says, and they take them by violence in houses, and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, man.
Yeah.
Like, to the point, it's a crime for us to call ourselves the Israelites, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, they will lock you up if you speak anything ill against them jabronis over there in the land of Israel. Pink City. That's the happiest city on the planet Earth, and I ain't talking about hee hee ha ha.
Right.
I'm talking about full of playboys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yet, we call ourselves the Israelites, and that's a goddamn crime.
Right.
That's folly, man. This place deserves nothing less than nuclear missiles and fire from the chariots, man.
That's right!
That's right, man.
And you jakes that co-sign with this place, you gonna get the missiles, man.
That's right, man. A lot of y'all gonna get more than the missiles, man. Remember, them plagues don't hit first. Then y'all gonna get roasted, man.
Right.
'Cause that's how wicked you niggas are, man.
Yeah, y'all gonna get a visit from Vladimir from Russia real quick.
Yeah.
What you gonna do when he show up?
Right.
And the fucking Dmitry
Yeah.
Shevchenko show up, nigga. What you gonna do then?
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's on the horizon, man. You know?
I got scripture for you.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it, bro.
No, you are, bro.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 10. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verses. I'm gonna just start at verses 15. It says, "Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? as if the rod should shake itself against him that lifted up, or if the staff should lift up itself as if it were no wood.
Right.
Now, the context of this precept, this is going, that's the Isaiah 10 where it says, "Oh, ye Syrian rod of my anger."
Right.
You see, but the Most High is saying, how is the weapon going to boast itself when the Most High framed it and gave it its purpose?
Right. Right.
That's what we're saying. What it is with the so-called white man. You're not as cool as you think you are, nigga.
Yeah.
You're not as global dominating as you think you are, man.
Right.
Most High allowed you to be in this position. So I'm gonna read it again. Isaiah 10 verse 15. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? Or is the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up? Or as if the staff should lift up itself as if it were no wood?
And that proves that there's no free will, man, because that show you that it's something that's controlling everything. Like,
Right.
okay, you can have a beautiful car, but if you ain't driving it, is the car gonna say I'm a BMW, nigga?
Right.
Hell no. That car ain't gonna talk to you like, hey, man, you can hop in and drive me.
Right.
Nigga, I don't feel like driving.
Nah. You gonna hop in and that's gonna give you signs when you know you don't drive it, it will fuck up, but still, it ain't gonna say, look, man, I'm a BMW, I don't need you. The BMW needs you to show it off. You gotta drive it, man.
Right.
So you Edomites, you have no power, bro. You have nothing to boast about.
Right.
And that delusion to the point that they believe that the New World Order is gonna really manifest itself fully. It's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord's gonna shut that shit down. We know that. That's why we welcome this time. That's why we don't give a shit, man.
Right.
Isaiah 10 verse 16. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness, and his glory he shall kindle a burning, like the burning of a fire. And the light of Israel shall be for a fire, and his Holy One for a flame. And it shall burn and devour his thorns and briars in one day.
That's right, man. So, hey, one day, YAHAWAHSHI is gonna love this place, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna take 1 hour to get rid of it, man.
Right.
Yeah.
It took you 400 plus years to build up this kingdom through bloodshed, but it's gonna take 1 hour to bring it down.
Yeah.
1 hour, man.
Hey, listen to this, man. This get good. I ain't heard this in a minute. Isaiah 10 verse 16. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning, like the burning of a fire. And the light of Israel shall be for a fire, and his Holy One for a flame. Obadiah 1:18.
Yeah.
And he shall burn and devour his thorns and briars in one day, and shall consume the glory of his forest and of his fruitful field. Hey, both soul and body.
Yeah.
They shall be as when a standard bearer fainted, and the rest of the trees of his forest shall be few, that a child may write them.
Yeah, because when you hear Peter speak about them elements that melt with fervent heat, it's your soul, the scripture say your soul gonna get burnt up, man. You know? And the Lord's gonna utterly waste everything, man.
Yes.
That's why the message is, that's
Yes.
why it's such a loud alarm sound, man.
Yes.
The Lord is not, he's taking out everything, man.
Yes, because it's deeper than just getting rid of every quote-unquote white person.
Yeah.
It's about getting the spirit of wickedness out the earth, man.
Right.
Now we don't know what's going to happen with Esau, because it's speculation. You know, he may get scattered off into the other nations, but we know that evil spirit he has an expiration, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. I got another precept that goes into it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than that.
Matthew 10 and 28, it says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell."
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to be basically hell on earth when the missiles hit and they start melting. And that scripture that brother brung out, it says even the soul was burnt up, man.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the judgment of Yahweh, while YAHAWAHSHI.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Isaiah chapter 10 verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahawah, the YAHAWAHSHI, the Holy One of Israel in truth. Because right now, Jake is staying upon the one that smote them, man. Here you are so attached to your oppressor that you don't want to leave the nigga. You got the worst case of Stockholm syndrome that's ever been displayed on the planet Earth, man. But as the Lord say, you're no longer going to be staying upon your enemies, which means cleaving unto them, but you're going to be cleaving up unto the Lord himself, man. And that's what these people need. These people need somebody to call on.
Yeah.
These people need somebody to look up to, man.
Yeah.
Not no damn white man on fucking Captain America.
Right. Yeah, bro.
What Chris Evans?
Yeah, the role models of Babylon is perverse, man.
Yes.
Sickening.
Yes.
And they're role models. They have they get the clout. They get the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
You know.
Right.
That should be frustrating, man.
And even you so-called Jake models, you set up by Esau, man. LeBron,
Yeah.
Jordan, MJ, Kobe. I mean, even though he smoked him.
Yeah.
Who else? Lil Uzi Vert,
Yeah.
Kodak.
Right.
All you niggas is set up by the so-called white man, man.
Blueface.
Yeah, so-called white man set you niggas up to make you more more involved in his society.
Right. I'll bring this in real quick. Oh, you got more?
You got it. You got it.
This is Isaiah 47:12, verse 13. I'll just skip to 13. It says, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee." All right, and it's speaking about those plagues and ultimately that destruction that's going to come, because you got all different types of philosophies here in Babylon spewed out by these role models, man. Name a role model that don't believe they're Scorpio or some dumb shit, man. Yeah. Name a role model that's not into manifesting and 50-50 partnerships.
Yeah, we all got the same 24 hours, brother.
And then the Lord is saying, all right, well, let's see if it holds up when the plagues hit. All right? But the main point, verse 14, it says, "Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them." "They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame." So basically, there's no escape, man.
Right, right. And then in the precept that I had, that's perfect. Cause we going into the second death, man. Now we about to go into the ones that get taken out of that. Going back to that Isaiah 10. Isaiah 10 verse 20 again. "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahawah, the Holy One of Israel in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob unto the almighty power. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of a sea, yet a remnant of them shall return.
Right.
The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness."
Yeah. And that should make you question the narrative of these 1948ers. Yep. Did that happen to them? Did the Holy One of Israel make them the sand of the sea? Right. They're on record saying they're 2% of the population.
Right.
Did the Lord, did their enemies get crushed? When did they get fucked up?
Right.
When did they might say is the leader of World War II, Germany, but the Germans are thriving, man.
Yes.
You know, when did they get delivered in the manner that the scriptures wrote about, man?
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Because Israelites, we don't number our nation, but we can assume that that's in the billions, man.
Yeah.
There's billions of Black, Hispanic, and Native American people in this planet Earth.
Yeah.
But only a certain group, a small amount, is gonna be saved, man.
Right.
All them damn babies, the fucking Latino woman push out our pussy, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, Jake is the sand of the sea.
Right.
But every Jake ain't right, man.
Right.
All Israel is not of Israel.
And they got a statistic that says the poorer you are, and no matter what country you're in, the more likely you are to have kids. And that stuck out to me because we know that Jake is in every nation, man. And we know in every nation that we're going to be in, we're going to be at the bottom. You know, and we are known for being fruitful people, man. You know, so it makes sense if we're a minority in every country. Yeah, we might be a so-called minority here, but we're in every country, man.
Yeah.
You add it all up, though, that's billions and billions of Israelites, man.
Right, right.
And that's from what we can just see, man. Observe.
But the only ones that are gonna make it are the ones that come to this truth, man.
Yeah.
The ones that learn Yahawah and YAHAWAHSHI and walk their lives accordingly.
Yeah.
Hey, and even even there's gonna be prophets in other nations that are gonna be street teaching
Yeah.
on the corners.
Outside.
Right, man.
You know?
Right.
How many examples do you need, man? John the Baptist went out literally in the wilderness, man. He threw on some camel hair. He's like, fuck it, I'm going out to do the work, man.
Yep.
He just built up in the spirit. You know, and he cursed Herod out to his face. You scared talking about we shouldn't be rebuking people, man. Did John the Baptist go off?
Right. No, he didn't at all, man. He got beheaded at the end of the day. But as he was getting beheaded, he was still speaking out against this damn
That's
thing,
right, man.
And that's the spirit of mind you need to be in.
Right.
You know? They had another precept too. This is the book of Isaiah 54:16. Because behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah.
You know, going into the nukes and the power and the destruction we brother was just talking about. Esau be bigging himself up, man, and think he's somebody, man.
Yeah.
Lord created you, man. He created you to destroy and to be destroyed. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, so you think you got some type of clout knowledge and you're special, but you're really not, man.
Right.
The Lord is the one that gave you the knowledge of that. The Heavenly
Yeah.
Father, man. And you're the first ones that be the highest level and number of atheists out there.
Right.
The first one to say that there is no God and say all that bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, but yet, obviously you had to get divine help to get the knowledge on even create the weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
You ain't just had the intelligence to just do that shit on your own, man.
Right. And it's for a reason. I got the quick precept just to back that up. Of why the Lord gave you the knowledge. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. All right. So the Lord is speaking about a day that shall come that's going to burn like an oven. He's already written it's going to come to pass. So it makes sense. How is he going to get to a day that burns like an oven, man? You know? And it says, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Woo. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Run that back and put emphasis on all the proud.
Gone. It's Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So that is the reason, that the brother read in the precept, that the Lord had that spirit of the smith on you, man, to make those nukes. It's for that day.
Right.
For your own destruction, man.
Right.
It's like a man handed you your own death sentence.
Yeah. Because he knew, Most High knew how bad this shit was gonna get, man.
Yeah.
Most High knew there was a need for the second death way before he even brought the first one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is the ancient of days. All this shit is planned out, man.
Right.
But the thing is, oh, you got it.
No, go ahead, bro.
But the thing is, man, everybody is waiting and watching for the end.
Yeah.
YAHAWAHSHI himself, all the knowledge that he knows, all the wisdom that he was gifted, he don't know when he's coming back, man. He don't know when the nuke's gonna be dropped. But he knows his role when it does take place. See, that's how that's how powerful the Most High is, man.
Yeah.
He knew this shit was gonna get this bad. He
Yeah.
knew there was gonna be need for his name to be on the earth.
Yeah.
He knew there was gonna be need for the prophets to guide the people through these wicked times.
That's right. I got another precept. I'm gonna bring this back out again because there's a little bit more on it. This is Psalms 73:5. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." So because this guy has had nothing happen to him from all these decades and hundreds of years at this point, you know, it's gone to his head.
Right.
He has forgot that he is the base man. He has forgotten that he came from, that he was the bottom of the barrel. He forgot that we taught you everything over in Europe, man.
Right.
During the dark ages when we were born.
Right.
We taught you how to wash your ass. We taught you how to make soap. We taught you how to farm, man.
That's right.
We're the one that invented all the knights and shining armor and everything you think you try to claim and own. Just
Right.
because you whitewashed everything does not mean that you actually made all that shit. So you don't convince yourself to believe in your own fucking lie, man.
Yeah.
You know? But verse 6 it says, therefore, pride compasseth them as about a chain. So because of that, you got consumed in pride. You think you the shit, man. You really think you above the Israelites.
Right.
You know? But yet you get shown time and time again in person physically that you're inferior to us, man. You try to go toe to toe to us, man, you have the smallest brother in the camp, man. They'll put a big ass brawly Brock Lesnar looking Edomite to death, man, to flight.
That's right, man.
That's the power of an Israelite.
Ah.
It says, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment, so they're extremely violent too.
Yeah.
You know, that pride, they think that nothing can happen to them. So their true nature and what they love to do is they love to see blood. They love to drink blood. They love to do everything that's opposite according to the scriptures.
Yeah.
So that has run rampant because they feel like they cannot be stopped and they can get away with anything.
Right.
All right. Verse 7, it says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish.
Yep.
You know, and right down the block, man, a couple of blocks down there, you're gonna see these mega mansions, man.
Yeah.
More than a heart could wish, man.
Yeah.
But it's never enough.
And you know what, brothers? In them neighborhoods, we can't even really see how good they living because a lot of those are gated communities. You can't even like drive back there, man. See how much they got. But you could just see driving down the street how crazy those mansions are, man.
Right.
Imagine when you get deep back into some of those parts of Leewood by Ward Parkway, you get down that area and all, you know, they got gated communities back there, man, balling. Talking about cellars full of just, as wide as their house, full of old wine, you know, that's aging. And the Lord's gonna provide that for us, man, eventually. You know, we spoke about it earlier that they're gonna plant vineyards, but they're not gonna reap them, you know?
That's right. Verse 8, it says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully, you know, so they look at the condition of us and they make fun of it, man.
Yeah.
They're happy to see Jake down. This is some niggas.
Yeah.
They laugh, you know, seeing us kill each other. They laugh at the destruction that drugs have done to our people.
Yeah.
They laugh at the poverty that we see us living in, man.
Yeah, especially this weekend, man.
Done.
The elites are gonna be celebrating about all the niggas that got killed in Chicago this weekend, man.
Right, right.
They gonna toast up to that shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's right, man. This is why they have the holiday called the 4th of July, man. It was created to celebrate the victory they had over the Israelites, over the so-called Native American and Negroes that were here, man.
Yeah.
When you look at the anthem that was created and the lyrics, how's the original lyrics go? You know, who could save them from the doom of the grave, from the hireling of a slave?
Right.
They made that the whole national fucking anthem, man.
You notice in that third verse they cut it off too.
Right.
Yeah,
Cut it off.
yeah. They don't ever sing it at hockey or NFL games. They never sing that part.
Yeah.
You know?
And a lot of you people, if you understood like the history and the roots that this place was sown in, you would second guess your institutions, man. Like
Right.
when we was in school, we used to have to stand up for that Pledge of Allegiance shit. That was
yeah.
wickedness, man.
Right.
You know? Because, hey, the Most High told us, he commissioned us not to pledge allegiance to Babylon. Like, if I go to court or anything like that, or when they do that national, I don't stand up. When everybody say all rise for the judge, I don't stand up, man.
Yeah.
I'm not telling y'all not to do it, but I'm just saying I don't do it, you know, because for one thing, I don't agree with you people, man.
Yeah.
And then you lie under the moniker saying, in God we trust. You don't trust in the Most High, man, because like we made the example earlier, you go to court, let's just say if you end up putting your wife down for adultery, and let's just say they take you to trial, right? And they want to give you 30 years for first-degree murder, right? But then you're supposed to be able to go in the Bible and say, well, this is the penalty for adultery.
Right.
And then they got in God we trust on the wall. So I'm like, if you trust in God, then what is the whole thing of adultery? You're supposed to be executing the laws of the Most High.
Right.
The judge got us swear in the Bible.
Yeah, they swear on the scriptures, man.
Right.
So that's hypocrisy right there.
Right.
Matter of fact, give me that in the book of Zechariah, the 5th chapter. It says they swear falsely. Because for the simple fact, man, the Lord give us the commandments and laws to keep to govern our societies.
Yeah.
Here you try to fight what they would consider mental depression here but yet you allow momos to walk around here.
Right.
You allow women to be out of order. You allow Jake to be out of order. You're pushing these wicked ass holidays, man, and all that other shit.
Yeah.
How the hell are you gonna? No, man. Go ahead, bro. Start at like verses 3.
This is Zechariah chapter 5, verse 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it.
Right, and we went into basically how they stole everything, man. But the brother was breaking down the whole concept of the 4th of July. Go ahead.
And everyone on that side that sweat shall be cut off, as on that side according to it.
Right.
I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name.
Right. Swear falsely by the name, man.
Yeah.
You claim they believe in God. Oh, this is a Christian. This America is founded on Christian principles. But if you know the understanding of Christian principles, those were rooted in Masonic origins, man.
Right.
The whole Christianity, Catholicism, all that shit is related into devil worship, man.
Right.
So yeah, you could say America was founded on Christian principles, but it wasn't founded on the Bible.
Right.
You see? George Washington and all them guys, they were Freemasons, man.
Yeah.
The whole White House, the whole, what do you call that, white DC area? If you look at that from an aerial view footage, it's laid out in the shape of a pentagram. Do you think that they did that by accident? No, they strategically did that because they harnessed power through those particular ley lines, man.
Yeah. Yeah. On the left-hand side, man.
Yeah.
And notice, like the brother said earlier, they're hypocrites because they'll claim to be about the Most High, but when you look at the laws, it doesn't reflect it, man. Like you're not allowed to not believe in the Most High, but he's got a law in the Constitution that says separation of church and state, protecting atheists, protecting other religions like witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's why all of these things are just openly legal, man.
Oh, well, shit, man. It was a video that came out. I don't know if it was in Times Square, some goddamn where, I don't really know, but it was basically a bunch of moles bowing down to this black naked Buddha, crying.
Wow.
I've seen it like on TikTok and some shit, man. Everybody helling down to this. And hey, look, it's idolatry, man.
Yeah.
This is why the Lord destroyed the ancient kingdoms in the first place, idolatry. This place is shrouded in idolatry, man.
Yeah, man.
People bowing down to statues.
Right.
People worshiping each other. They worship fucking cats and dogs.
Yeah.
The moon, the sun.
Right.
Motherfuckers worship skyscrapers.
Yeah. Yep.
The black woman is God, man. Hey, you know what, man? I'm
Yeah.
gonna say this about you black unconscious niggas, man. May YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWAHSHI, Shalak, Rayam, to all you niggas in that black conscious bullshit,
Yeah.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
Straight up, man. Them niggas are steady trying to get us caught up under the great thing. Man, look, it's self-explanatory, man.
Right.
You guys are that goddamn fascinated with grape. Well, how about you go out there and you start grabbing up women, man? Because it's like they need us to justify what the fuck they really want to do.
Right. Right.
You don't need us to justify shit, man.
Right.
We ain't telling you to go out there and grab up no little girls, man. That
Polite.
shit is off. Yeah.
Stupid nigga.
that's-
Yeah, that
one
nigga.
of-
Go
One of the
ahead.
main leaders of that community was polite, man. And look at the example, man.
Yeah.
The nigga just got this. Hey, pleaded
Michael.
guilty, man.
And that was perfect, man. That was perfect fatality, man.
Right.
Like I was watching all of the new Mortal Kombat fatalities in order. And I was like, ooh, shit, man. That's perfect way to get. That's what the Lord hit polite with, man. That Sub-Zero, man.
Hey, the one with Luke Kane, bro, when he do, because you know he's the fire guy, man. When he go up in the air, he'll light, like he'll turn, he'll come down and split you in the middle.
Yeah.
That's how the Most High get ready to do you guys, man.
Yeah. Because that was a perfect setup, man. You was scoffing against that video was infamous. It's still used to this day to slander great men. And that's how the Lord took that nigga out, man. The forefront of it.
Going into the idols you were speaking of, Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 27. For the worshiping of idols,
Give me Habakkuk 2 and 18.
it says, for the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
All
Yes.
evil worship, man. Because, like, hey, matter of fact, don't even worry about it, man. But that Cesare, the Northern Kingdom, I was just talking to the brother behind on the other side. I was just telling the brother, I'm like, man, and that's the spirit we was talking about, Israelites in the Northern Kingdom. And the brother came up. I'm like, a brother just hit us up on the comment board, and he go to Northern Kingdom up here, man. And he was even telling me that his people, our people, are fucking flabbergasted by Cesare and just by them idols, man.
Right.
They believe in Virgin Mary, Guadalupe. You know what I'm saying? And when you look on back at those particular cards, they got Michael the Archangel being an Edomite. And Satan is this dark-looking Jake, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if our people understood that their history goes back to the Israelites, they will understand that that's a social construct, man.
Right.
Yeah, and when you try to break it down to Ephraim, fucking Issachar, you try to break it down to goddamn Manasseh, they look at you like you got two heads, man. But some of them brothers are waking up like, look, man, this is some bullshit. We've been lied to. We know what it is. Because when you look at the ancient Taino Indians, the Native American, the Mexican Indians, if you look at the garbs, like look at when my man Canelo come out. He got this on, man. Yeah, he got the whole guard set up on, man. I'm like, he got to know he an Israelite, man.
Said, Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil.
Yep.
For either they are mad when they be merry, or prophesy lies, or live unjustly, or else lightly forswear themselves, for in so much as their trust is in idols, which have no life, though they swear falsely, yet they look not to be heard.
Hey, now in the wilderness, right, when Moses went up and dealt with the Most High and got the commandments, Aaron was even going off. He went down there, and the fact that all the miracles that the Lord did through the hands of Moses and Aaron, niggas was saying that golden calf, they said, no, this is God. This is what delivered us from the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, man. You got a whole chariot in the sky.
Right.
Leading us out of, you saw the miracles, bro. You seen literally Moses do the miracles. Like, we literally had light in our dwelling. We was in Goshen, we had light in our dwelling places. He told Moses to go stand by the brink of the river and cause the water to become blood. All right? That no Egyptian may have a clean drinking supply of water. And Jake still scoffed at that, man.
Right. Yeah, that's supernatural rebellion right there, man. It's
bro,
like, how do you do that, bro? Like,
dog,
the Lord had to put the spirit, because you a chariot, bro. You saw all them plagues. You got dripping with gold, like.
Well, how do you think that the Most High was able to use Moses to split the Red Sea, man?
Yeah.
The way, the chariot, man. And he connected with the chariot, and bam, it split the waters. We walked through.
Yeah.
Literally, it said a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night.
Right.
You literally see this big chariot in the wilderness, and y'all are saying that a piece of wood is the Most High.
Right.
What the fuck?
Then y'all even heard the voice of the Most High, got scared. Bro. So Moses go, then y'all still was like, when he went up there, the Lord, that's why the Lord smoked y'all niggas.
Let's get back
man.
to this wickedness.
Bro, because they said, because they was giving Moses shit. Moses smoked the rock, it became water, right? And all right, fuck it, he get Jake, manna from heaven. All right, cool, they getting fed.
Yeah, where the chicken is.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was to the point they were like, man, fuck you, Moses.
Right.
I want to, let's talk to this guy, because niggas get to hating. They saying like Moses was doing the work. And they was like, man, I want to see if really God is with this nigga, man.
Yeah.
Because you know, coming back from Egypt, you learn a lot of witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
About Moses was being up in the chambers. He was basically like the prince of Egypt. He was exposed to the left-hand side, and Jake knew about it.
Yeah.
So they're like, wait a minute, let's see if he's really dealing with the God. So when he was like, okay, the people want to deal with you, he told them, look, go clean yourselves for 3 days, sanctify yourself, don't touch your women, you know what I'm saying, anoint yourselves. And then when the Most High came down, thunder and lightning, them niggas got scared and ran.
Right.
But the Lord showed himself.
Yeah, he did.
I got another one. Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High. Who's the most ungodly person on this planet Earth, man? So-called white man. See what I'm saying? That's why we're going into the idols of our people, Northern Kingdom, and specifically that Jesus. Hey, man, that is the most hateful thing that the Most High is dealing with right now, man.
Yeah, man.
Really, that's going into Jake, man. Jake is really the ungodly.
Yeah.
Because Esau, he can't be godly. He's not programmed. You niggas were given the law, statutes, and commandments. You were given the breakdown, man.
Right.
Say my people become more
wicked than the wicked, man.
Right.
Well, you guys are the ones that's able to sin.
Right.
The heathens can't sin.
Hey, but since we've been to camp, all right, let's do a comparative analysis. How many Edomites versus who comes against us the most? Jake or Esau?
Jake.
Jake. every issue that we damn near had in this camp, besides give or take 2 or 3 incidents, it was all from niggas, man.
Yeah.
Niggas come back scoffing. Niggas come back want to fight. Niggas come back smoking weed, throwing up they sets and shit. It's always our people, man. See, Esau, he'll get cut, he'll do his little devil bullshit, then he'll go down the street. Nigga want to sit here and just aggravate you all fucking day, man.
Right.
That's why, hey, the Lord got something special for you, Jakes, man.
Calm. And you know what I'll say this, one of the biggest idols over here in America is yourself. Is that self-idol, man.
American Idol.
Go try to get with a woman and tell her, oh, no, you can't do birthdays, man. She out of there.
Oh no.
I don't even mention, whatever.
Bro,
because they're obsessed with it, man.
You tell a
Self-worship,
chick,
bro.
You tell a chick you don't celebrate your own birthday. She
Yeah,
gonna get
she's
offended.
looking at you offended,
What you
man.
mean? What you gonna
You
do?
know? And that's the beginning of them celebrating all that. It starts with you just indulging in yourself. That's how Satan gets you.
But that birthday is a ritual. I found out today it's a ritual.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you add really a person to
Yeah,
yourself, man.
that's why they get on thought mode.
Right.
It said, Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 9. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation.
Man, that's right, man.
Because in the creature of the Most High, they are become an abomination
Yeah.
and stumbling blocks to the souls of men and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
That's right, man. This is how we know that when the Lord gets back, man, there ain't gonna be no fucking Vatican City, man.
No.
You know? The Lord is not gonna suffer idol. Christ the Redeemer over there in Brazil, no. These are
Most
all
already
things
hit
gonna
that
be
nigga with a
thrown
couple
down,
light
man.
bulbs.
He did. Motherfucking Brazilian.
It said, Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 11 again. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High they are become an abomination, and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
Right, and the unwise is our people, man. Because, like we said, birthdays, man. You were brought up in this custom. Celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
Your 18, sweet 16.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your fucking 18 birthday, your 21-year-old birthday.
30.
You know what I'm saying? 31, 30s, whatever you call it. And before you know it, people, they are engrafted and infatuated with themselves, man.
Yeah.
That's why you have a show called American Idol.
Right.
They're teaching you idolatry since you come out of the womb, man.
Yeah, normalizing.
Yeah. That's why these women all selfied out, man.
Selfies.
Like when
Selfies,
I was in a work meeting yesterday, and you know my supervisor, she have a way of breaking the ice because you know like I work with a bunch of diverse people, man. And I told her straightforward, I was like, look, man, I don't like working around these people. She said, well, you work by yourself, you want to. Shit, cool. So she got this ball, and it's like psychology. Got like when you depressed, what do you do? X, Y, and Z. Got like a bunch of shit on there. So they throw you the ball, and whatever your 2 thumbs land on, you get to answer the question, right? So this one chick, Northern Kingdom, by the way, it landed on her, and basically the question was, what do you like to do when you're feeling down? And basically she gave us a whole rundown on how she likes to put on makeup and make herself feel pretty. I'm like, that's a lowest state, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the first thing I said before she said it, I said, let me get selfies, right? And she said, no, but makeup. I said, well, shit, I was close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that show you people are infatuated with
Yeah.
themselves, man.
Right.
How
You
many
know?
bitches died trying to take a selfie, man?
Oh
Right,
shit, bro!
yeah.
It was hey, y'all remember
Yeah.
that one chick? Oh, she was like a model, man. She was taking a picture on the fucking train tracks, and the train came and smacked the ass, man.
Yeah.
Took her ass right out.
Mountains and shit.
Got they dumbass, man.
A little bit more.
Read that part one more time.
Yeah, kind. Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 11. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High they are becoming abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
And that snare to the feet, that's the precept that backs up Jeremiah 10, man.
Right.
Because when they see the things out in the heavens, when they see a constellation or eclipse, they get awe and worship it, man. That's a snare, man. The
Oh.
scriptures say the heathen are dismayed at it because they're snared by the things in heaven that they can't explain.
Yes.
But we're telling you to worship the root of all of this.
Yeah,
that you
and
see, man.
they create their own explanation for it,
Yeah.
which is not of the Most High.
But that's
Right.
what Jake did in the wilderness. But hey, remember when the first solar eclipse here back in 2017? they had a national thing on the news. People were literally traveling state to state just to get a glimpse of the eclipse, bro.
Yeah, to see the totality.
The totality of it. Motherfucker go from here, then they go to Montana, then they go to Colorado, then Cali. Yep. I'm like, these people don't have no idea that the Lord is showing you that you're getting ready to get jacked up out here. Like, you're celebrating your own downfall, man.
Yeah. And this is how you get gods named after Venus and Mars and all of this bullshit, man.
Yeah.
They're just made at the shit in the heavens. It's all idol. The Lord is telling you, I made all of this.
Jupiter, right?
Yeah.
Well, where in the scriptures that the Most High said that the red planet is called Jupiter, man? I'll wait. Yeah, horoscope. Oh, bitches are big in that shit, bro. Yeah. I didn't seen it, man. They were like, oh, well, if you a Gemini or you a Scorpio, I can't deal with you. I'm like, you really? Man. Like, you really just shot yourself out of the box for saying horoscope? That shit that the witchcraft is fucking nuts, bro.
Right. What's your sign? Bitch. I'm all of them.
And it shit, it don't mean shit, bro. Oh, you a Gemini, all means you two-faced and you sometimes look, bitch, everybody got mood swings. And you in Babylon, you wake up feeling some type of way every day. Yeah. The average human experience like over 100 emotions within an 8-hour fucking day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it up. You got it, guys. Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
Right. So, the Lord said he's going. What is it in Peter's when the Lord said he's going to destroy the host? He's going to destroy the paraphrasing it. The Most High should dissolve. Listen, Peter's, man, when he go into destroying the hosts and everything, elements, the buildings, the idols, everything, man. Like these buildings, they're basically obelisks, man.
Right.
Okay, those are basically phallic symbols. Those are penises, man. And if you look on top of that's a shrine up there. That goes back into sun worship. You know what I'm saying? What is that called? That's called a zikkurat. What is it?
Zikkurat,
Zikkurat,
That's the Babylonians called it.
Yeah, and if you look at the sign, the symbol on that's an ancient Babylonian sign, man.
Right.
You know? So all these idols, those are the elements, man. Right. These buildings are not just built a certain way because they look good. No, these are designed after ancient idols, man.
I got that precept. 2 Peter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with great noise.
Great noise. How's it going to pass away through those the missiles, man?
Yeah.
They're doing nuclear drills over there in Ukraine. Okay, because they know that a nuclear war is coming to America. Like the LD Riot said, he said, look, the Most High has all the prophecies set up, ready to go, man. So when one prophecy leads, it's gonna lead right to the next one, man. It ain't gonna, the chip come, it ain't gonna take 15 years to build up the World War III because that tension is building up now.
Right, you're right.
So the Lord is cold. He like, look, man, I'm gonna dish this out. That prophecy gonna lead into that. Economic collapse, MOTB, global economic collapse, justify World War III, bam, chariots, we out of this bitch, man.
And it's been building up since the 50s, man.
Yeah.
When the scriptures say that third woe cometh quickly, that means the Lord started setting up World War III as soon as World War II ended, man. Yeah. And that tension has been pressurizing and building ever since then.
Yeah, hey, technically, shit, the Cold War, that was like the beginning of World War III.
That's just the beginning of it. You just ain't throwing hands yet. You know how niggas been talking shit at high school all day. You know at the end they gonna eventually fight because they all been talking shit to each other. That's where we at, man.
The third war started back in the fucking 40s, the 50s, man. Right after World War II, the third, it said it could come quickly.
Habakkuk too. Vision is yet for an appointed time. But it says, 2 Peter 3, verse 10, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
The works, and what is the works? Idol worship.
Yeah.
Hey, the pride thing, that's based on idolatry, man. I forgot what God that shit goes back to when they dealing. I forgot what particular God, but nonetheless, it's all into self-worship. Yeah. Because it even tell you that men should be lovers of themselves, man.
Yeah. It reminds me of Bacchus and Dionysus.
Bacchus. There you go.
They, because that's the Mardi Gras demon as well too. And what it is just debauchery, man.
They call it the Feast of Bacchus.
Yeah. And what do? They just get into orgies and just do the most depraved shit that they can think of, man. In unison, man. You know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
This is the book of Habakkuk 2, verse 18. It says,
man, go to 1. Since we just mentioned it.
It's the book of Habakkuk 2, verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
You break it down, brother.
So though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, so all these things that we were talking about, the prophecies that are thousands of years old, there's a specific point in time they're going to happen through the Spirit, man.
Yeah.
You know, though it may take a little bit, it feels like it's taking forever, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. The main obvious one right now is the MOTV, man.
Right.
You know, Revelation 13 and 16, going to that prophecy. And that's that sea hip that goes in your hand and your head. That was obvious, man. That's happening right now. That's a 2,000-year-old prophecy, man.
Yeah.
And it says, for verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Right.
Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Right.
You know? So this devil, man, he never stops. You know, he's a proud man, never keeps at home. He goes to all these different countries. He's got a U.S. military base in damn near every country, man. Every continent there's a U.S. military base here. You know, never keep it at home.
Right.
Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
It's that our body
Yeah.
going into that debt.
Right. You see these other nations, starting to stand up and condemn Babylon. The president of Kenya, why do we have to exchange our money with the U.S. dollar to deal with Ethiopia? Ethiopia is right up the street. Why do we got to go through Esau? They're questioning that now, man. You know, and they're mocking you in these alliances that they're forming in like BRICS. They're like, this dollar shit is goofy as hell, man. This shit gonna collapse, and we gonna come up off of it.
Yeah.
You know,
because according to 2nd Ezra 6, Jacob is the beginning of the world. Esau is the end of it, man.
Yeah.
That's why Habakkuk is describing the characteristics of the people that's going to be ruling at the time of the vision, man.
Yeah.
The vision.
Right.
You see? Because prophets, they get certain visions as far as things that happen in their time. You know, Jeremiah, they go into the Babylonians and things like that. But guess what? All the major prophets saw the vision, man.
Yeah.
The vision is the destruction of America.
Right.
That's why you go into Jeremiah 51, Isaiah 13,
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
Yep.
How come everybody's associating the day of the Lord with fire?
Right.
How come everybody's saying the day of the Lord is a very dark day?
Yeah.
Because they all saw the vision, man.
Yeah. That's right, man. And the Lord did it the first time with Noah, man. He gave him the vision with water. There was a period of time where the Lord saw all his wickedness, and he said, Noah, now is the time to go ahead and build the ark. But that day is coming, man. And the Lord did it this time with the second death, which is that fire, man. And he gave it to his men again, but this time he repeated it, man. He drew this out over thousands and thousands of years, man.
Yep.
We've been talking about the day of the Lord since 3,000 years at
Since
least,
Moses.
man. Moses.
Since Moses.
Yeah, come.
Remember that Deuteronomy 20 we was going into?
Oh yeah,
Going to the arrows.
Yep.
Moses knew of the missiles, man. He didn't know what it was, but the Lord gave him that, man.
Yeah.
Verse 7 it says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? You know, all of a sudden these nations are going to come up against this place, man. You know, it says because thou hast spoiled many nations. All these nations are secretly got a plan against the U.S. You know, they're just waiting for the right moment to strike to get their vengeance. Okay? It says, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. You know, when Obama was in office, man, they're saying that guy has the most blood on his hands as far as all them drone strikes he was doing, man.
Well, that nigga got a lot of blood on his hand because he legalized that funny boy shit. And on top of that, he came out recently stating that when they open everything back up, we need a digital footprint in order to enter into the new. You're not getting in the new world order unless you got that what's the name, bro.
Right.
That's the whole concept of these climate lockdowns. That's the whole thing that they're deploying military around America. Bro, when they lock everything back down, when they open back up, you're gonna have to have that new technology in you.
Yep.
And remember, Obama's ass had that part of his registry back in 2012, 2013.
Yeah, sure did.
It was, I think, at page 1001 or something like that. It was part of the Obamacare Act.
Yeah.
It said that a medical registry, this is how slick Esau get. He would have, he have a bill probably 3,000 pages long, and he'll put the most important shit right in the middle.
Yeah, come.
Like, who the hell gonna go through 1,000 pages of Obama law, bro?
Right, right.
You know how hard it is to read and interpret that shit?
Yeah.
Right.
Terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what that Black Mirror went into.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all brothers see that.
I was watching an episode when the angel showed her how the instructions, bro. Yeah, she was bugging out. Yeah.
The way that legal shit is, it's straight witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
You could be reading one thing, but then way down 200 pages later, you got an addendum to it.
Yeah.
So the thing that you read got modified later on. You're like, what the fuck?
And then it talks over each other because it's like, it show you how to get out of this, but then you get out of that, it traps you right back up into it. So it's just like,
Yeah.
bro, like, that's the most, man.
Yeah. It's really just witchcraft.
It's witchcraft.
You know, and it really Esau, I've seen Esau do this, man, on a 2,000 page bill. Do you know that the bill that they print, if they manually write at the bottom of it into that bill, it's part of the bill?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There were senators that were doing that, man, and they got what they call aides that works in the senator's office. It's not the senators reading that shit. It's a bunch of, interns, in law school or some shit going through it, right? And it's their job to go in and see that they wrote down some shit in the law, man.
And it's so crazy because those are not even official documents.
Right.
Official documents supposed to have like a notary or a seal stamp on it.
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah,
go,
head-
if you brothers ever been in an apartment and you read the clause, they said this contract is a legally binding contract. Man, you look at certain shit, you abide by it. That way they can sue you or that you waive their right to sue them. That's not a legally contract binding you to that shit, man.
Right.
Because even within legal contracts, you have a way in and you have a way to rescind on that shit in case it don't fit you, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But in these contracts, they try to trap you up in it, man.
Yeah.
That's why we got social security numbers. That's why you got driver's license, state IDs, man. Why you got to sign a lease.
Right.
It's all witchcraft, man.
Take that C-hip. Ain't no coming back from that, buddy.
Yeah.
Right.
You are in the system.
Yeah, man.
That's right. This is verse 8. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right, because he's trying to figure out how to escape this judgment, man.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why when y'all watch that movie Elysium was basically like a subcontinent right within the Earth's lowest atmosphere, right above the Earth, man.
Yeah.
Because what the elites did, they polluted the planet Earth so much to the point they couldn't live on this planet no more, man. But they let all us suffer and fucking die off, man.
Right.
Like if y'all ever watched the show called The Jetsons, the reason why that shit is all like that because the Earth is polluted, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the Earth was polluted, basically. They couldn't live down here. That's why
Man.
they had, I didn't know that. Brothers brought it out.
Yeah.
But going back into Chicago with all the smog and all that shit, find out that had nothing to do with wildfires. Wildfires are natural, right? Fire purifies the air, but they were smelling chemicals. Found out they had a gas leak out there, man. Because wildfires, yeah, they create atmospheric situations, but overall, it shouldn't kill you. It shouldn't take you out like that. So that was something that Esau was doing, experiment with some shit, and found out he had a gas leak in Chicago. So they doing something, they're poisoning people, man. Yeah, chemtrails and shit.
The train wrecks too, the train derailments that was carrying all those harsh chemicals.
Yeah, and that,
fucking atmosphere.
and you notice that's when a lot, bro. That's when I started having stomach problems too around that time.
Yeah.
See, so he's poisoning us, man.
Yeah, that's dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to remember this man's agenda, man, is to maintain the Earth's population under 500 million.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he wants to do. That was on Illuminati. That was on the Georgia Guidestones.
Yeah.
So they're constantly inventing things to cause people to die to decrease that world population.
Right. And then they want to take the shit down like it didn't exist, man.
Right.
Georgia Guidestones, brothers did brothers did videos on that for years.
Yeah.
But now they, you know, they got vandalized. They didn't took it down. Now they act like it didn't exist, but yet the agenda is still taking place, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? The whole Cards Against Humanity. No, not that.
Keeping humanity under 500.
No, it's that fucking card game that shows all the wicked shit that they're doing.
The tarot card game.
The Illuminati card game.
Yeah.
Look that up. Illuminati card game. That shit came out in the 90s, man.
Man.
All the like a majority of the shit that was in that Illuminati card game is daily life, what you live in to this day, man.
Well, they showed you that in 1984, man. Then you had a book called Satan's Angels. You had a couple of books that came out in the 80s that exposed everything they did. Even, I believe, not the book Satan's Angels, but it was another book around that time that basically told you, like, in a latter half of the 21st century, they was going to release what they call a Wuhan virus. They didn't call it the seed, but it did mention that something was going to come out of fucking China, allegedly, like around 2019, 2020. And that was put in the fucking book, goddamn, 30 years ago, man.
Yeah, come on.
So, the whole mask and shit, you people, you fell right for the okie doke, man. Here this guy, Creepy Joe, tell you to take off the mask, and you dummies, you gonna do it, man.
Right.
Yeah,
but when he told you to put it on, you fucking did it. In the predictive programming behind that shit was back in 2019. It was like on a talk show. They had this model. She actually looked like Android 18 or some shit. She was like on this talk show, and they had her with this face thing on, and the bitch's name was COVID. They was programming you the whole time. She had a mask on, and then her name was the C1, you know what.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And then later on, all of a sudden, a year later, they do lockdowns in the name of this shit. Like, they put it right in front of your face, and they laugh at you, man.
Yeah.
Because whether you put the face diaper on or not, it ain't gonna stop you from catching this shit or not, bro.
Right.
Like, if you was gonna catch it, you was gonna fucking catch it.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
Right.
People are idiots.
Those you niggas to get the juice. You got
Verse 10, Habakkuk 2 and 10. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and have sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe unto him that buildeth the town with blood.
YAHAWAHSHI gonna answer you, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Woe unto him that buildeth the town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity.
Okay, now you mentioned it earlier, bro. How many Gadites in Missouri alone? Don't say it. Do y'all? I'm gonna ask you two brothers. How many Gadites alone in the state of Missouri and Kansas do y'all think was killed? Huh? Millions. What you say? Millions. Millions of Gadites, man, in this area alone. The Kansa tribe, bro. What is it called?
Kansa
Kansa tribe.
That's what Kansas is named out of. Missouri tribe. You got the Osage Indians.
Yeah.
And you got the Osage orange tree that's native to this land over here, and it was prominent because that specific tribe would use that tree to make weapons out of.
Yep.
The best, strongest weapons is made out of that tree.
Yeah.
You got the Arawak Indians, Tahinos. This place was full of Gadite. That's why Missouri is such a beautiful state, man. Like when we went down to the Ozarks, that's beautiful, man. Imagine when Gad had that.
Right.
If it looked that good now for some man-made shit, let's imagine what the Ozarks looked like 200 years ago, man.
Oh man.
That shit had to be crazy, man.
Yeah.
Because when you look at if you look at the Ozarks on a map, it literally looks like a vein and a vine.
Yeah, it does.
It's
yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah. Come.
You know?
They live between the Osage River and the Missouri River, man.
River, yeah.
So all of that clean water was actually connected, man. The water over here in Kansas City would be clean.
The Missouri River.
Yeah.
That pours right out into the Mississippi.
Right. You know?
Right. And in verse 13, behold, is it not of Yahawah of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity?
weary themselves for vanity, man.
Going to work.
Past
Yeah.
500 years of getting this place built up through colonialism, Western expansion, modernization, the steel era, skyscrapers. They're wearying themselves in vanity because none of this shit gonna last.
Right. That's right, man.
Jump down to verse 17. It says, for the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it? the molten image, and a teacher of lies, and the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols.
Dumb idols, and dumb is something that can't speak, man.
Right.
Something that's completely dead, like a building is dumb. It doesn't speak. This bench
Right.
is dumb. It don't speak.
Yeah.
Like the scriptures say, the prophets are like dumb dogs. They can't bark. Okay, it's a mute person, man. It's dumb.
Right.
So it's no point. Like these people, they full of idolatry here, man. They worship
Yeah.
all types of abomination, man.
Right.
You know?
Demons worship.
Of course. You know?
You know they got pronouns.
Yeah. Every last one of
That's a
them gonna be
nigga. That's a
destroyed.
nigga born Chelsea, goes by Chad.
Right.
Right.
That's it on that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Y'all got any more precepts? Got something else? All right. Well, anyway, man, we're going to close out, and we're going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWAHSHI, bahasham. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Above, above! Above, above!
Above, above!